All right, and let's finish up these predictions with the Western Conference. We got San Diego hosting Vancouver, the number one seed, and Vancouver's number two, aren't they?
Yes.
Yeah, one versus two in the West, just as you like it.
Boring.
Yeah, just as you like it. It's gonna be really, really interesting. You've got Vancouver coming off of that huge 9 versus 11 defending moment versus LAFC, winning in penalties, have all this momentum. Now they will be missing Tristan Blackman with that red card, so they will have to figure out their back line again. And again, if you think about Vancouver's whole situation, Halboni also being down now with their with the ACL injury, not great, right? So you're looking at Ralph Priso again, holding strong in there. And then what comes next, they're going to have to be clever about it, right? Maybe Laborda goes inside and you play, a different player out there, but that back line is going to be different. However, they will probably knock on a bunch of pieces of wood here, get a full run out of Brian White. They'll probably be able to utilize Ryan Gauld for a little bit longer now that they got a little bit of fitness underneath their belt. It's going to be a matter of where do you fit him in. And that'll be a very interesting coaching moment. And as we spoke about with San Diego, it is a group that is playing individually all at their highest level and as a group at very, very high levels. So a very, very exciting moment here. Connor, what are you thinking?
This is a really tough one. I feel like full strength, I wouldn't have as much of an issue. I think I would lean towards Vancouver. I think they have more talent on paper, and the way that Sorensen has them set up and playing, they've bought in just as much as you could talk about San Diego's team buying in. But there are factors that swing in the direction of San Diego that kind of even things out a bit more. As you talked about, the center back room is just absolute makeshift right now, just bandages wherever you can find bandages. And then the fact that San Diego gets to play the game at home, I think is going to be an advantage for them as well. So I was definitely heavily leaning towards Vancouver originally. I like with Thomas Mueller and, a full game from Ryan Gauld or more game from Ryan Gauld. Brian White can bring to the table. I think the midfield is fantastic for Vancouver and honestly very underrated. I know the focus is on Thomas Mueller, but Berhalter and Kubas, I think, are a great midfield combo for them. And I think that's going to be I think that could be the toughest part for San Diego to deal with here. But I'm kind of leaning toward going towards San Diego here. As much as I think Vancouver's got the talent, I think the center back issues is going to be it's going to be an issue for Vancouver in this one. And I think having that home field advantage with all the fans behind you as you're looking to go to MLS Cup in your first ever season, I think the fans are going to be rowdy. They're going to be excited. I think it's going to be that little bit of extra motivation for them. I think it's going to be another really close one for San Diego, but I think they're going to squeeze by, whether that's in penalties or if it's like a one goal game if they can beat them out in regular time. But it's going to be close, in my opinion.
Interesting. I was talking with a friend about this today at work, and
That's a lie. You don't have any friends.
all right, very funny. Take my joke. Again, very unoriginal. You have to, piggyback off
Well, they
off
don't
the
they don't hear
greats.
that one. You do that one offline. I'm bringing it online. So as far as they know, it's my joke.
Oh man. To me, I like Vancouver. I like San Diego. I was actually leaning San Diego first for a lot of the reasons you were pointing out. I think they're all playing at good levels, and the thing that I think this is going to be more of a shootout than their last game was against Minnesota, because I think Vancouver is going to be a bit more expansive. They're going to try and play, and San Diego are going to also be expansive and try to play. So you're going to have lots of gaps for players like Ali Ahmed, Brian White, Thomas Mueller, and then even Seb Berhalter on free kicks. And then you go to the other side, right? You got Andres Dreyer running in behind, Pellegrino, Corey Baird. Like, I think those levels are going to be really, really fun to watch. It's going to be a great Western Conference final. My bracket has been nothing but busted. I'm 1 out of 3 for this round. So I don't have to stick with anything that I had here. I think I'm leaning Vancouver here. I know the back line is going to be sketchy, but I think that they will have the attacking power to make up for it. I also love Andres Cubas as just put him in front of any of those center backs as long as you're not in transition and they're not getting by him. He was fantastic against LAFC. Seth Berhalter comboed him really, really well. Uh, Ralph Priso has been very good, like way better than I thought he would have been. Again, I don't know who center back two is going to be. I don't know if it's going to be Laborda inside, and then they're looking at maybe a wing back scenario of some sort. I don't really know. However, for some reason, I thought San Diego's run was going to end yesterday. It didn't, but I wouldn't be shocked if it ends today at the hands of Vancouver. Also, based off of our other predictions, Mueller versus Miami is marketing gold, baby. So, think again, we got to go back to it. Think of those just brilliant graphics that they're going to be able to post, right? Messi and Mueller looking at each other all angry, being able to push that out to everybody. It's going to be cinema. So, as much as we love to say, oh man, like watch out, you might see somebody like Manu Dua get a sketchy red card for a dog show that had one or two players maybe behind the ball, maybe not. You never know. In the fourth minute of the game, who knows? So, um, I'm going to go Vancouver here. Also, just be a little bit different. I got tired of doing the whole us together thing. Um, so I'll take Vancouver here. You can have San Diego, and it is regardless, it's going to be a great game.
Yeah, I agree. But I'm
All
glad we're
right.
different too. It'll be more exciting, like you said.
Yeah, yeah, and that's always more fun, And if you actually turn on the game this week, you might actually really enjoy the match. So I hope you get to do that.
Well, I hope they don't put it on Monday at 10 p.m. and maybe there's a chance.
Yeah, tell me about it. Let's just take a quick look at when this is going to be. The games are Saturday at 6 and 9 p.m. Perfect.
That's more reasonable.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not going anywhere. And then MLS Cup is Saturday at 2:30 p.m. Ugh.
Saturday at 2:30.
Saturday at 2:30. You have
Ouch.
this isn't like you're stuck on cable TV. Well, this is another conversation completely, but are we kidding? 2:30? I'm gonna end up having to see I might miss that game because I'm coaching. That sucks.